Hello and welcome to study Earlyhood Childhood Education Curriculum. I'm Sajivani Vandekoon. Topic 3, Early Childhood Education Curriculum. Learning outcomes. Explain the importance of play in children's learning and development. Describe the integration of play into early years curriculum. Describe the types of play in child development. Let's look at the introduction. A play-centered curriculum is not laissez-faire curriculum in which anything goes. It is a curriculum that uses the power of play to foster children's development. It is an emergent curriculum in which teachers take an active role in balancing spontaneous play, guided play, and teacher-directed activities according to Hoon, Note, Skills, Alward in 2007. The three main elements which underpin the basics of early years curriculum are play discovery and creativity, and some of the key areas that need to be integrated into every early years curriculum. Play is one of the diverse range of behaviors that exist, which has multiple purpose to children and adults. It can be purposeful and serious, trivial and purposeless and serious, trivial and purposeless, and highly motivating and creative. Mickey 2002 attempts to define the characteristic of a play by linking it to what it does to a code and how it can link child's inner and outer world. Let's look at some characteristics of play. Some of the characteristics of play are, well, children have the liberty to decide the various activities and whom he or she wants to participate in. They choose the material they want to play with. Since the child chooses her own activity and playmates, they are more likely to succeed, and in turn it gives them an immediate boost to their self-confidence. There is no right or wrong in a child's play. Learning occurs mostly through play if a child can connect with it. Play is child-invented. Play is not only decided by children but also invented by them. So children are always trying new ideas, although it might not seem new to an adult, but to a child it is new because they tried and completed something new which they never tried before. So in play, children are the inventors and experimenters. They are all able to develop their creativity and thinking skills as they try out new things. So children learn a great deal in pretending which activities and ideas that like real events but are not real. They learn about concepts and develop perspectives about people, events, relationship, and rules through playing. Play is done by the players, not the adults. That's mean children or teachers or parents. So children play their own plan. They often need time, material, and space. The adult's role is to help children plan and support children's own plan. So this can be done providing them with the proper environment, support, tools, and safety so that they can obtain maximum learning. So play requires active involvement. Play requires active involvement. In any activity, a child's mind and body are active and their learnings are maximized. So when they interact with the environment, materials, and others. So play in fun is typically a fun activity for children as they are able to choose their activity and playmates. So let's look at the integrating play into the curriculum. So all curriculum models are beliefs and values that are considered to be educational and developmentally appropriate concerning a child's immediate and future needs. So the curriculum content is translated into adult and child-initiated activities specifically for children. Although play is not the main part of curriculum but remains an essential part of the curriculum as it provides the way to strengthen a child's learning and development needs. So pedagogical framework and strategies can be seen in your text. So pedagogical framing strategies help practitioners to support child and adults initiated play, and also pedagogical framing involves making informed decisions about structure and content of the curriculum. So core constructions early curriculum. This is the curriculum, educators' intention, work, children's intention and play. So pedagogical framing and strategies. Within the overall structure of the framework, teachers have to use variety of techniques to support learning, which includes play, along with children, observing, introducing new ideas and demonstrating skills. So there is no any other stage part of for the implementing stages which allows teachers to decide when and where activities will be done, combined with opportunities to follow a child's learning journey. So at the organization stage, the teachers plan out activities, resources and the environment, but this is combined with children choices and decision based on combination of materials and activities. So there is no any other stage apart from the implementation stage which allows teachers to decide when and where activities will be done, combined with the opportunities to follow a child's learning journey. According to Cook, 2003 describes a science activity on electrical circuit where the children learn how to make an electric circuit using batteries, bulbs and crocodile clips. The teacher focused on scientific process and developing their understanding while the children proposed to role play using an illuminated magic wand. So the teacher responded to this idea by giving them the opportunity and support to apply their new skills in a play-based situation using problem-solving skills. Let's look at common elements of play-based curriculum models. Well, play-based curriculums have some common elements such as the organized space, resources and time schedule. So most play-based programs have defined play centers which are specifically designed to promote play. The 8 design features normally found in play centers are shown. You can see here 8 features in play centers. Logical arrangement of space and materials. Modified open plan design. Stimulus center. Balance of play materials. Divergent activities and creative expression, schedule of the play, day, observation and assessment of play, adult interaction in children's play. Well, the 8 features in play centers logically arrangement of space and material through appropriate and logical arrangement of space. An increase in frequency and quality of play is likely to happen, which can be promote greater learning outcome. So arrangement will focus on suitable material that are closely related and another far away from unsuitable materials. So managing noise, play materials such as blocks, dramatic play and motor skills will arrange at a quiet area such as the reading or computer room. Messy area such as art of water area will be placed over washable surfaces and near a water source. Curtis and Carter in 2003 research and anecdotal evidence show that classroom with logical and systematic material arrangement will acquire greater cognitive skills. So let's talk about modified open plan design. So play centers can be divided effectively using visual partition such as bookshelf and small dividers where the area is enclosed on all three sides and leaving an opening for easy access. This type of play is said to be superior in encouraging play, persistence and quality in play. So stimulus shelters, well, stimulus shelters is a private space for a child to convince when they are isolated and kept away from the busy life that most of the experience in a classroom. This private place is said to assist children in finding comfort and security. So let's talk about the balance of play materials. So most schools with play-based programs have quite similar play materials. However, there should be a good balance between complex and simple materials and open-ended and closed-ended procedures. Complex materials are materials with multiple users and simply materials are material with a few users. So open-ended materials, on the other hand, given children the ability to express themselves freely and creatively. For example, Lego and hardwood blocks. And also close-ended materials are those with a single use, such as games with seriations according to size. So according to Prescott, 2008, a good balance between open-ended, close-ended, simple and complex materials were associated to greater child play involvement and smoother day in a child at a care center. So Van and Hood 2000 said that today's teachers should consider a new kind of balance, a balance between virtual and physical play objects. Research has found that physical play objects and computer-based materials provide very distinct challenges and play opportunities to children. Researchers has found that physical play objects and computer-based materials provide very distinct challenges and play opportunities to children. For example, physical building block would give children social interaction, collaboration, physical and spatial experience. Let's look at the divergent activities and creative experience. So when we talk about play-based curriculum, we are actually focusing on the creative process and not the end result. Divergent thinking are active with many possibilities such as imaginative expressions of ideas or open-ended experimentation. So in a typical play-based curriculum, mathematics problems are more likely to have multiple solutions and answers. So researchers have found open-ended activities to be closely related to ideation fluency and ability to generate varied idea in the former's writing language, interaction and art. So play is known to help build effective problem solving also because when child plays, he or she is able to solve more complex problem. So in a typical play-based curriculum, mathematics problems are more likely to have multiple solutions and answers. For instance, finding the right answers to solve a triangle. So according to Lloyd and Howe 2003, found open-ended activities be closely related to ideational fluency and ability to generate varied ideas in the form of writing language, interaction and art. Schedule of the day. Program normally follows a daily schedule that allows for adequate playtime between quiet and active experience. According to Bedcamp and Koppel and Johnson and all recommend a minimum of 45 minutes of uninterrupted play. Several authors have commented that this is still insufficient as children spend at least 45 minutes to play from designing play sets to negotiating roles, such as Enns and Chesty in 1997. Let's talk about the observation and assessment of play. Actually, a play-based programs includes frequent observation and assessment of a child's play. So the teacher's role is to take step back from interacting and to instead observe and record a child's daily activity. Well, according to Trek Smith 2010, teachers from high quality centers would spend 50% of their time during children's free play time to intentionally observe their interactions. So observation is an important aspect of identifying a child's behavior when he or she is playing in a functional manner or to learn about his or her overall development. Well, let's look at observation is an important. So there are many methods in observation and assessing a play. The two most common methods used in assessing play is anecdotal and observation and checklist. Well, anecdotal records are briefly but contains detailed descriptions of children behavior observed during the daily classroom activities. Well, observation checklist on the other hand is a list of behavior that teachers can monitor when observing children at play. A marking is made on the checklist to indicate how their behavior was conducted. So adult interaction is children's play. Most play-oriented programs encourage adult-child interaction during play. So in some programs, the interaction could be brief, such as providing new materials, scaffolding a child's learning process with questions, or simply observation with other teachers might have certain learning goals meet. The teachers need to keep in mind that any interaction with a child is to support what they are currently doing, to not take over control and not to take over the play. If you look at variations in play-based curriculum model, well, within the literature of play and curriculum, many have tried to relate early childhood education goals with play. The three models that have been implemented are discussed in table below. Three models: play and curriculum. This model and the description, segregation model, to not use educational plays but only use recreational play during break time. Juxtapositional model, pairing problem with instructional time. Thematic is often used here. Integration model, using teachable moments with child initiated play to guide learning and exploration. It presents a blend of play and learn. So variation in play-based curriculums model, there are two different types of play-based curriculum. The teachers need to understand the difference between a play-generated curriculum and curriculum-generated play curriculum. Well, in curriculum-generated play curriculum, the teacher provides opportunities for play in accordance with curriculum goals. The curriculum and educational goals will lead and suitably play activities will follow. For example, a teacher may equip a classroom with numeracy, enriched center to reinforce mathematical concepts taught more formally to children, while the same concepts are formally taught at another time. So in this type of model, play centers are normally set up in the classroom. Well, in play-centered curriculum model, play leads and the curriculum follow, according to Van Hoon and et al. 2011. While playing, children learn academic content from different aspects, such as science, by engaging in a series of events that are not set up rigidly in advance, but are rather allowed to flow out from their playing and learning experience. Well, play-generated curriculum could be risky if the teacher is held responsible to implement a particular curriculum. So there is a stronger likelihood that significance part of the curriculum will be achieved in the curriculum generated play than in the play generated curriculum. Well, three variation in the use place in the play-based curriculum. Variation, the trust in play approach. Description. Well, in the approach, play is the curriculum and the teacher grants unrestricted, open-ended and self-directed play. The teacher's rationale is trust, where they believe that children in free play will cope with anxiety and make progression in developmental tasks. The next variation, the facility play approach. In this approach, the teacher will deliberately intervene to improve children's play or to point in weave directions that can assist learning. The learn and teach through play approach. This provides many opportunities for play in the curriculum. Here the teacher consider play as an ideal context for promoting various important non-play concepts and skills. That's all with this topic, and good luck with your studies. Thank you.